what's going on? How you doing out there in YouTube land? Thanks for joining me if you're here for the first time or if you're coming back. Awesome. I was on a dating forum the other day, and this one lady got on there and she was saying how she just flat out gives up on love. She's given up on dating. She's not really happy with how the dating sites are, and like most dudes on there are fake. And you just can't tell who's real or who isn't. So it's like, what's the point of being on a dating site, right? And then I saw a response coming back from this guy. And I'm going to quote him. His name's Teddy Beersley. I've got to put my glasses on because I can't read it. But anyway, he says here, back to her, never give up, but this online love finding is crazy. Now I'm going to read this word for word, okay? It may not be grammatically correct, but he says, thinks I'm going back to the bar, seeing myself. Ain't got a drink, Cokes and water works for me, just fine. This online stuff, too weird. It could be cool if you could weed out all the junk, but just can't. And it's turning out to be a big waste of time, more or less. Yep. So that's what he wrote. And I was like, wow. I thought I was the only one getting that feeling because, let me tell you now, I started dating in my mid-40s. So I was a late bloomer because if you don't know my backstory, just long story short, I met my husband in high school. We married. I was married to him for over 20 years, and then he passed away from cancer. And I was single ever since, and I still am. So I never really had the opportunity to go out and date, right? So I thought, okay, well, everybody's on the dating apps. Let me see what it's all about. Let me jump on. So I'd say about 5 or 6 years ago, it was good. I mean, in my opinion, I live in Central Florida, so it could be different from location to location. But where I'm at, I'm not in a big place. I'm about an hour west of Orlando. So it's like a small town atmosphere, but yet everything's close by that you need, kind of thing. So not a big population, but I was always able to get a date. That's the whole point of it. I was able to get online, meet somebody that looked interesting, and they would ask me out for dinner or coffee, and I would say yes, or we'd go have a drink at a bar or something like that. And sometimes things click, sometimes they didn't, and that's just the way it rolls when you date. So I was experimenting, right? So I did the dating scene, I'd say for 3 years, maybe 4. So I dated off and on, maybe 3 or 4 years. But then things got weird, as Teddy was saying. It's just like you get more scammers hitting up your profile. And, they're immediately in love with you. Oh, you're so beautiful. I'm in love. I'm looking for marriage. I want a serious relationship. I'm sure you can relate to what I'm saying. Whether you're a guy or girl, you can relate to this. But how can you be in love with somebody that you don't even know and you just saw their picture and all of a sudden they want to marry you? Like, what? No way. No way. So they're scammers and they're just trying to get you for your money. And then, every now and then you would maybe get somebody who actually is real. And you'd have a chat or two with them. And when it finally came down to saying, hey, yo, you want to meet? Let's go down to the local coffee shop and grab a cup of coffee. They would agree reluctantly, but then they'd be like, well, where do you want to meet? So I would set a date, a time, and a place. I'd give them everything, right? And then as the day came on, like it would say it was on a Saturday afternoon at 2. And I would like text them 1 hour out and I'd say, are we still on for today? I wouldn't get a text back. And then it would be half hour out, text them again. We have are we still meeting at 2 o'clock? We have a date today. No response back. So then, as 2 o'clock rolled around, I just figured, well, they're going to be a no-show. So I started to see a pattern of this. So it's like the dude I was talking to, were they really real? Or were they another catfish or scammer that was just like playing around, you know? So you don't know. You really don't know who you're talking to on a dating app. You don't know if they're local. You don't even know if they're, like, if you're into guys like I am, I'm not bisexual or a lesbian, but if you're into guys, you may be talking to a girl for all you know. Or if you're a dude and you're into girls, you're talking to another guy who's catfishing you and, you know, just pulling your leg and just doing shit for fun. So, pardon my French, but that's my feeling. And I always thought it was just me because after, and this was way before the pandemic, like I noticed a big change in the dating scene, I'd say from 2017 to definitely to 2019 in those years. That's why I quit. And I was like, forget it. This is just more work than it's even worth. And I already know who lives around here pretty much. And I'm not really interested in anybody out here. So I wouldn't, I mean, I gave up on the dating apps and the dating sites, but excuse me, I wouldn't say that I gave up on love. Okay. This girl says she gives up on love altogether. And, you know, he was responding back saying, don't give it up. I would say this. Yeah, you could go to a bar. I mean, if you're not a big drinker, you know, that's what he was saying. I could just order a water or a Coke. You don't have to actually drink to meet somebody. But, you know, I've done the bar scene too. I've gone out to bars on my own. And, you know, it's a big joke about guys hitting on you. I have never had a dude hit on, well, I can't say that. I've had a dude hit on me one time, all right? One time. Because I guess most of the time they think that you're with somebody and that dude's just not around. So they're afraid to approach you. But honestly, I mean, you know, I look at the people in the bars, and you know, they're there to get drunk, okay? They're there to get smashed, especially on a Friday night or a Saturday night. I don't see anybody actually there trying to pick up anybody, and even if they tried, I don't see how they could like do it because they're so wasted. They can't even walk, let alone come up to you and ask you to dance or, hey, you know, want to hang out. You know, they're just too wasted to even talk, let alone try to pick up somebody at a bar. So, in my opinion, the bar scene is not the place to actually pick up a date if you're looking for a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Most people that are probably, and I'm not saying that everybody's like this, but most people that are decent people that you want to date probably aren't at the bars. Now, where are they at? I don't know. I mean, if you're Christian, maybe they're at church, but then you hear stories about Christians and, you know, Catholics, all that. But anyway, I'm not going to go there. So that was just my opinion. I wanted to share that with you. So drop me a comment. Tell me, where do you go to pick up a date? Like, are you still online trying to do the dating thing and hoping something will show up? Are you feeling disgruntled about dating apps and dating websites? Like, do you feel like you are being scammed? If you're a dude, are you being scammed by women? If you're a woman, are you being scammed by guys? Let me know. I want to know your experiences, especially the really good, juicy stories. And hey, let me know if there's any other topic that you want me to talk about, especially in the dating world. I'd love to hear your comments. I'll make a video about it. And you know what? I will mention you in my own video that you're the one that suggested it. So thanks for watching. And good luck in the dating scene. I wish you all the best. And all I could say is don't give up on love. The way I look at it is the right person will find me at the right time and the right place. If that's your feeling, let me know that too. Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because all of it helps the channel grow, because after all, this is the personal growth channel where it helps you to grow as a person. Take care.